We're Raging Rolls, a bunch of nerdy-ass Aussies who get together when we can to play Dungeons & Dragons, try out voices, and have a whole lot of chaotic fun. We stream on Twitch on Thursday nights, with the VOD available immediately after broadcast. A shorter form of our shows are available on YouTube the following week. If you enjoy what we do, hit that follow button or even subscribe to show your support for the stream and share your feedback with us.
Welcome back, everybody. We've sorted out the sound issues. We left off just as you heard footsteps coming down the hallway, and in walks Kat. Would you like to introduce your character?
So I'm playing Ireena. She happens to be Ismark's sister. She has this rather pale tan skin and auburn hair. She just looks at everybody, and first she looks at Ismark, and she says, "Who are these people? Are they hurting you, Ismark?"
No, they're fine. I met them down at the pub and invited them over somewhere where we could talk a bit more in private. They seem fairly capable
of beating up old ladies.
Shh. Okay, in context, Ireena, the old lady was trying to kidnap somebody. Just for context, it wasn't just they saw an old lady and were just like,
Yeah, fine. If you trust them, I guess I trust them.
Perhaps you could comment on why children are used as currency in your city and town. I've yet to get a convincing sort of point yet.
Children as currency? What?
Indeed. Do you understand the cupcake crisis that you have in this town?
the cupcake crisis. I want those shirts.
What is cupcake crisis? I don't know what you're talking about.
People are literally giving up their children for these cakes. It's unprecedented.
Sorry, I don't know. Beats me. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
As I said, Kairos, we didn't know it was happening. If we had known, we would have done something about it. But we seem to have dealt with it quite handedly.
How old does Ireena look? How old is she? I don't want to...
be probably 1 year, 2 years younger than Ismark.
Yep.
So what?
So about 25, 26.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
She's not like a child.
Vida steps forward and, well met, young lady. My name is Vida Pinkman. I'm sorry my companions are so rude. They aren't introducing themselves, but how could we be of service in these troubling times?
She bows to you, and she looks at Ismark. Close the door. I don't want anyone to hear anything.
Closes the door.
She goes downstairs, and she says, "There are a couple of things that we might need your help with. First," she looks at the casket.
Mm-hmm.
"We will need able bodies like you, I assume, to take our father to the graveyard. We cannot do this on our own. If you are willing to help."
Oh, so you just need some pallbearers?
Well, yes,
Anything
we've asked around town. Yes, we've asked around town, but nobody seems brave enough. They won't come near the mansion.
So
you saw the outside?
I killed an old lady for nothing.
I want Alkaida to just walk up to the casket. Is it open or closed?
It's an open casket.
How fresh is he?
A few days. If you can tell, it's a few days. Like, it just started to bloat. It's not like fully decaying and stuff. You can see that the flowers have been set out, one for like grieving, but also to mask some of the smell of the decay.
At a quick glance, does it look like there's any sentimental items on him?
Roll a perception check to see what you can pick up.
Oh, nothing. I see a dead guy.
Looks like they're just. You see a dead guy. Looks like he's wearing clothes at least. You see, as you're looking down at the body and focusing, you see something just near the corner of his eye. It looks like something moving. And you watch as a small beetle crawls out from the side of his eye, across his face, and into his nostril.
I take a half a step back. Not freaked out, but just like, that's fucking disgusting. I turn around.
No one else saw this.
And I turn around and just say, so Ismark, and Ireena, is it?
Yes, it is.
Ismark, did you bring us here just to move your old man?
Well, it was one of the things, and I was going to ask something of you.
What? We're getting asked a lot of favors, and we haven't got any fucking thing for it yet.
Out with it, man.
Well,
Figure this is
potentially
not-
a way out.
This is not how we normally operate. We don't operate a charity here.
No, you punch
Potentially-
old ladies for free.
Oh, fuck you, Eric.
Well, there's another thing. Well, I don't think it's safe here for Ireena anymore. And I was
Is it
looking
something to
for
do with
some-
what the note said?
But even before that, Ireena, why don't you tell the story of what happened with our father?
Well, sorry. My voice is breaking. Sorry, my voice breaking.
That's all right.
understand.
It's
very emotional.
goes over and pours you a glass of water and hands it to you.
Thank you, Smart. Our father passed just a few days ago. I thought it was my fault in the beginning. Maybe it's not, who knows. But you see, when you enter the house, our house is not in its best condition. It's been a while now that every night Strahd just sent his minions to attack us. At one point, he just came to my room and said something along the line that I belong with him. Something that just doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. And Ismark and our father have been trying to prevent that from happening, but Strahd just has no remorse. He said he just wants me. And the attack just keeps happening night after night until his heart just couldn't take it anymore, I guess. And now you see him laying dead in the casket right there. And we just can't leave him like this. I don't think we can do it. If we are going somewhere, if we think we should just leave, we just can't leave our father like that. At least he deserves a good burial in the church, if you're willing to help us. So now it's not just for you to just bury a guy. We need a little bit more if you're willing to help.
You mention a church.
Yes.
Is it the holy symbols that are around? Are they not common? Are they all the same holy symbols, or is it just a collection?
They
This is
are
what
all
I
this.
would.
There's one emblem. It is a circle with like what looks like little serrated bits coming out. You very quickly realize, oh, that's a sun. But roll a religion check to see if there's anything that you can think of that could relate to.
Religion. With a natural 19.
Nice, well done. That's really good. that of Palor and multitudes of other gods associated with the sun. None of them have this exact symbol. It's one you're very unfamiliar with, but you know that the sun is a symbol of protection, light and warmth, which you have found very little of since you have been here.
Absent-mindedly dwelling on this, I just sort of fondle the effigy in my pocket.
You hear a slight little guitar riff in the winds.
It must be the creaky gate.
But and it's a little more than just taking our father to the church and burying him.
What do you mean it's a little more than taking him to the church and burying him? Much more complex is it going to get?
Well, I think the highest rate of survival for Ireena is if she's taken to the abbey in Valakai, where it's safer and Strahd can't reach her. They have much better protections. They have an actual wall around their city.
Okay, let me get this straight.
Strahd can't get to her.
Strahd comes round here, knocks on the door politely every night, says, "Miss, would you like to come with me?"
I wouldn't say politely.
Well, has he made his way inside? I see no signs of destruction.
Ismark looks like over at Ireena in almost a sheepish way.
He has not made his way inside, but he made me go outside, if that makes sense.
No. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't remember what happened exactly. What I could think of that night is that his voice is called to me, saying all these sweet things that I belong to him. The next thing I knew, I was almost gone from this house. I was lucky that Ismark and my father kind of pulled me away from him. But that is all I can remember.
Sounds
So no, he has not been in, but he has his ways to get to us, to me, somehow.
Sounds like an extremely charming person, this Strahd.
Charming is not the word I would use on him, but probably for you he's charming.
You understand a little better now, I hope, about
So now you,
things.
Ismark, you risk all of our lives to escort your sister to Vallaki. Or Valakai, however you pronounced it.
I'm more than willing to come with you, but then there is no one here to take care of the town and ensure things like
What?
children being sold for pastries. People
You're
who
doing a
can.
bang-up job of that so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really don't think your efforts are going to be missed here.
I mean, earlier today, a gang of randoms just assaulted an old woman. No one stopped
Just
them.
it.
But I understand.
Lawless
Yes,
country.
I've only. All I know is this town. I don't know anything else. I've done what I can, but I mean, I'm only one person.
I don't mean to speak for everyone here, but what's in it for us? Why? Why do we care?
Can I just ask you a question? What is your name again? Sorry, I didn't get it. Only one
Valkada.
person introduced
I
themselves to me.
apologize. My name is Valkada.
Okay, I have you no conscience.
I have a conscience, but I've also got You know, I haven't got a death wish.
You're in Barovia. You might as well just do something
Yes,
for
You might
yourself
even-
and for
you
other
might even-
people.
You might even be able to find people in Valakai who can assist you further and maybe even find a way for yourselves to leave this land.
What do you think, Vida?
So, pallbearer and escort party. Sounds exciting. Ismark, has anyone ever left Barovia in your memory?
Besides the Vestani, no.
And would you say you're well travelled in these lands?
Not at all. This is, as I said before, that I've only ever been in this town.
So we might find a tourist guide that could escort us out in Valakai, you suspect, you think?
Or even someone with a map that says you are here and exit here. What you need is an information desk or an information kiosk.
Are there
And where
clerics
would those
at the
be?
Abbey? In Paladin?
I mean, I would assume so. I mean,
So you're not well travelled, but you think we should take Ireena to the Abbey in Valakai?
I've heard word from others that come and go. I mean, we get our wine delivered from over that way, but
Well, if we're stuck here, we might as well try to help.
It gets us out of this fucking hellhole.
I agree, it's a shithole. Look at the place.
Well,
well,
As we look around, is it starting to become evening? Is like the mist?
yeah,
Closing
it is getting darker. There is a light mist, not as bad as the mist that the cultist stuck a hand in last time, but it is, getting darker. Let the hour grows late, and Gondor calls for aid. Shit, Lord of the Rings track on my brain. Yes. Ismark says, I mean, it's growing late now. We don't have to go to the church tonight, but in the morning perhaps we can take my father there. You are more than welcome to stay in this shithole, as you called it.
no offense, but it
You-
really is.
You say you get attacked at night by what?
Well,
Wolves, and God knows what bats. Even Strahd himself came here once, twice.
Dogs and bats.
wolves, not
Wolves.
dogs. Barovian wolves. They are
We heard them on
quite
the way in.
fierce.
So what? We
But-
just...
The strangest thing, since our father passed 2 days ago, we have had peaceful nights here. So
Maybe leave him here then. Just an idea.
Huh?
we can't do. He deserves a proper burial.
What does Strahd want with you, Ireena? Well, what does he? Why does he want you?
I don't know. He just insists that he wants me, that I belong with him. That doesn't even make sense.
Do you want to be a princess?
With him, no. I'd rather die than be with him.
Hey, fair enough.
He's a tyrant, rules over these lands with an iron fist. I mean, he's part of the reason the town is the way it is. That's and people don't like to live in the shadow of the castle.
Do you have any tools lying around, perchance?
But probably, maybe what is it you're after?
Basically, until we leave, I'm terrible at any sort of handiness. Like, I've never been practiced at it, but I'm going to try and prove that a little bit of algamo grease would actually make a difference in this place, and try to fix things up while we're waiting.
Yeah, sure. Is my because I've got this stuff, and you can see what looks like a hammer, a screwdriver, one Allen key. A couple of loose nails that are all different sizes, and same with the screws. And I mean, this is really all we have.
I look at it like not really knowing what I'm looking at. I'm like, this will be great. Thank you so much. Let me get to work. And I take some of the odds and ends.
You get the bag of spare parts that, like, you think you've assembled the IKEA furniture properly, and go, why is there still like 6?
You see me
when Homer builds the doghouse. When Homer builds the doghouse, and it's just like, perfect, and this picture goes away, and it's.
Okay. Well, what's the plan then? Vita, did we stay the night with this guy in the ground and then try and find some more information of Valakai?
I think so, and we escort the lady to the abbey.
Sure. Wow.
Seems as good a plan as any.
So, is Mark, we just find somewhere to sleep around here at the moment?
Yes,
Are you going to feed us? Or?
Yeah, no, I don't have a lot, but I'll show you some rooms. Are you sleeping all in the same room or separate rooms, or?
I don't know these people from Barrow, so separate rooms.
Yeah, separate would be lovely, thanks.
He takes you upstairs, shows you around. Well, this is a room that could be good for you. This one's my room, and you see this room is Mark's room. It's like a little bit ramshackle. You can see that there are like wooden swords and shields and stuff like that, arrows and stuff like that, and a training dummy. Like, he's tried to teach himself how to fight. Don't know how good that is though. How good he can be. His bed is like up off the floor. It looks really comfortable. He points at Kairos to, this room might suit your needs, and it's just like a mattress on the floor with a couple of blankets on it.
Right, I see that. Thank you. This is perfect. It's just like his face is dropped, and he's just so depressed.
He shows Vita to another room. This one has like a little wash sink in it. Like, there's a bucket to get water so you can wash yourself. And very similar to everyone else.
This is really unfair.
I know it's not much. I'm sorry. I mean, you might make jokes that we're lords and ladies, but we're really not. We're the same as everyone else.
Here, Mark, it's better than sleeping under the cloud.
Especially in Barovia, you do not want to be caught outside at nights. As for dinner, he goes downstairs and you hear the sounds of chopping, and every now and then you hear, shit! As he probably cuts himself. But in the meantime, you guys are left in your rooms. Ireena, you're also in your room. Up to you guys what you want to do. You got a little bit before dinner.
Thanks so much for sticking with us. If you missed anything, our VOD will be available after we finish up the broadcast, or over on our YouTube channel next week. If you like the kind of chaos we sow, be sure to hit that follow button and subscribe. We love to see those numbers tick up, and we appreciate every single one. You can also find us on Patreon, where we post one-shots and insights into our campaigns and streams. And check out our podcast, available on Spotify and everywhere you find good podcasts. As always, we love your feedback. Drop us a comment or join our Discord and roll with the Raging Rolls.